Other interesting business news: Stellantis to build a $4.3 billion EV battery plant in Spain. Where all 18 people want to buy it. I'm kidding. 19. Now this comes to us thanks to Sam, who's a writer at CNBC. And they say, quote, Dodge maker Stellantis and China's cattle team to team up to build a $4.3 billion EV battery plant in Spain. Which, you can see a sad guy working at Stellantis. I only assume he's sad because he has to work on the vehicles they make now, which, yeah, gone are the days where they make the things what customers wanted, like the good old Hemis with a V8 and a stick shift, which, I mean, the last iteration of Dodge was truly a feat of marvel engineering. They had the fastest production car on the planet at one point. It was 0 to 60 1.66 seconds. That's incredible. You're also, you have to be on a very specialized track, and you're running this, basically slick tires. It's basically race tires. You wouldn't take this to the grocery store. I would, but the average person would never do that. But yeah, they've been leaning more and more into the EV trend. And yeah, let's just say there's a reason they're starting to fast track the gas-powered charger over the EV variant that they first said the EV was going to come first. Then they found out not a lot of people want that computer on wheels when they want that type of vehicle. They want a good old Hemi. Although, they have to sell for twin-turbo straight six, which, in BMW, sure, that's awesome. BMW's perfected that powertrain for decades. But, yeah, when I want a charger, yeah, it's going to have a good old V8 and a stick shift if I ever get to that point in life. Obviously, I have to buy one used, but I partially digress. And they say, quote, automaker Stellantis, which, again, Stellantis owns Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, Jeep, and then more internationally, you also have Maserati, Fiat, and a bunch of other brands that most Americans will never see on the streets. Alfa Romeo. Now, they say again, automaker Stellantis and Chinese battery giant CATL announced plans to build a joint venture of $4.3 billion lithium iron phosphate battery plant in Spain. Dodge maker Stellantis says the plant will boost the car's. This isn't a joke. CNBC, so I guess it's kind of is a joke, but they say, again, Dodge maker Stellantis said the plant will boost the car giant's best in class credentials in Europe, LFP credentials specifically, enabling the company to offer more high quality and affordable battery electric cars and SUVs. People say a lot of things when it comes to Stellantis. None of those words are quality. Just the door gaps alone on a Maserati are so large and comical, you could fit a tube of toothpaste in them. Doug DeMuro went viral years ago and did a review of one of those monstrosities, which, yeah, don't even get me started on Jeeps. A great brand, people buy it no matter what, and yet it's one of the most unreliable vehicles on the planet. So it is also impressive they still sell that stuff. But yeah, it is comical when they say, yeah, we're going to work on quality. No. They say it comes at a time when Europe's automakers are facing a perfect storm of challenges on full road of electrification. That's a nice way of saying BYD and China. Because again, you can't beat China when it comes to price point or ripping off technology. They have perfected those skills pretty much the past couple decades quite successfully. Which is why darn near everything is made there. So again, that's why I'm always, again, not financial advice, but I'm so skeptical about the automotive market right now. Because again, a lot of people are going, the consumers don't want EVs. Governments are forcing them. The rate at which people are buying EVs is decreasing. But the thing is, you can't beat China when it comes to EV manufacture, mass production. So I suspect without massive tariffs globally with all these countries, BYD is just going to become the dominant automaker bar none. I might be wrong, though. I hope I am. Now, they continue saying, quote, the 50-50 joint venture could reach up to 50 gigawatt hours, subject to the evolution of the market for electric vehicles in Europe and requisite government support, aka government handouts and coercion to force them to make more EVs. The facility will be built in Stellantis Zaragoza plant in northeastern Spain, and it's expected to bring up and running by the end of 2026. Dodge maker Stellantis said the plant will, boost your cars. Yeah, they won't. It won't boost the best in class rating, or no one's going to think that because of this. Now, they also say, quote, it comes at a time when Europe's automakers are facing a perfect storm of challenges on the road to full electrification, including a lack of affordable models, a slower than anticipated rollout of charging points, and the prospect of targeted U.S. tariffs. Now, Stellantis chairman John Elkann said, quote, this important joint venture with our partner Cattle will bring innovative battery production to a manufacturing site that is already a leader in clean and renewable energy helping drive a 360 sustainable growth approach. Now, this is how it's hilarious. This is how the market responded to this. And again, you have to be careful when it comes to the single variable analysis, when it comes to the stock market. But I mean, usually when you have these types of announcements or big announcements, I mean, this is a multi-billion-dollar investment, it usually does affect the stock price by a little bit. And it looks like this is pretty negligible. It went up by not 1%, not 2%, not 5%. It went up by 0.3%. I guess they should be just happy it didn't go down. The stock price, wow. Again, not financial advice. Year to date is down 38%. Makes sense because I know one person who's bought a Dodge this past year, and they got it because it was heavily, heavily discounted from the dealership. They're very desperate to move those products. So, yeah, I am so skeptical when it comes to all community ills. And again, part of it is government interventionism. So I know why, some are being pushed to make EVs. But again, we'll see if this is actually, if they can really turn around Stellantis. I'm so skeptical. They also have way too many brands. I think it's up to 17 different brands under their portfolio. So they're spread quite thin. And again, the consumer adoption rate is decreasing. So, but let me know in the comments. Do you think do you think this is a great move by Stellantis to turn things around and get them back on the right path? Or do you think this is just wasting more funds on things that won't pan out for them? Let me know, because as always, it'd be fascinating to hear what you have to say. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to tune in today. Again, try to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so click that button. I greatly appreciate it. Also, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, or comment. It's a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make sure better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight.